It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get, and no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend, a Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level, and if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jets. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Russ. That's the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he will get into the end zone. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
In what otherwise was a pretty down year for the Jets offensively, Breece Hall was one of the big bright spots. I mean, especially in the passing game. His 76 catches for the second year back, that led all NFL running backs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A run here with Hall. He'll take this down inside the 30. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try to run for it with Hall. Oh, yeah. And he's going to take this all the way home. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
That is hot. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. He'll have a Jets 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. give up the middle with Hall. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
A throw left side taken in by Corley.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Out quickly, and it's Adams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run. It's Hall. They try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Conklin goes in motion. One more time, they give it to Hall. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On second down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Rodgers now. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jets. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point try now for Zerla. The kick is good. And the Jets have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense going to take over just before the half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Jets are in front, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
11 yards for number 11 and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing again, Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. That his second touchdown tonight. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. plays well now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. First and 10 now from the 36. Wilson to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They run it over center with Harris. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now Russ. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will go all the way. Van Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Hall. Hall, a 1st down and more. Give him 18 yards on that one and a 1st down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. To throw is Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will go up by 7.
Steelers 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Jets on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Jets first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Open space inside the 10. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stick to the ground. And he will score again. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will go up by 7.
Jets 42, Steelers 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Russ. To the tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now Wilson on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. That's Sauce Gardner, the all-pro, there to knock that one away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Wilson. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He is in. There, Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough.
4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. They'll run, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
The open man is Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here comes second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rock, and the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Big-time sack there by T.J. Watt. He certainly picked up right where he let off. Remember last year, Mike, he led the NFL in sacks with 19. He's made a living off making plays in the backfield, and he continues to do so here.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage, and they'll start with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers, and that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You're like drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, We've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee, one more time. And that should just about do it. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.